Have you ever pondered on the depth of the world's secrets? Those clandestine truths that rest beneath the surface, patiently waiting for the right moment to emerge? Welcome to a journey that will take you down tunnels of horror and bloodshed in the heart of our technical world. Nestled between the intricate webs of the internet and hidden beneath the noise of social media lies a secret. A secret so profound it could alter the way we perceive our world. This secret, my dear listeners, is not a relic of the past nor a treasure chest of gold. It isn't a conspiracy theory or a clandestine government operation. No, it's something far more powerful, far more significant. It is a secret that has been silently crawling its way out of the depths of the earth, yearning for the light of truth. Once upon a time, in a world of peace and unity, huddled a tribe of children. These were no ordinary children. They were the children born to be sacrificed. The difference between this tribe and others was they had an unquenchable thirst to share the secret stories wrapped inside rituals and bloodshed. These secrets were kept from the outside and never discussed within any community compound. These got gone. Children are taken without a trace, trapped within the underground tunnels to never come home again. Exposing a secret so profound, so earth-shattering, would threaten to disrupt the balance of the world. They knew they had to act. They knew they had to bring this secret to light. And so, they embarked on a mission, a quest for justice. They faced death, they faced fear, but they never backed down. They stood strong, united by their spirit, driven by their quest. As they journeyed, the children never stopped shining a bright light toward God for help. One day their unbreakable strength was heard by an entity that shared their vision, their purpose. Together, they united the secrets they uncovered. The truth they brought to light had a profound impact. It shook the world. It stirred the collective consciousness. It sparked conversations. It ignited change. The children, those brave warriors of truth, had done it. They had revealed the hidden secret. They had brought justice to the world. In the end, it wasn't about the secret. It was about the journey, the quest for truth. It was about the spirit of the children, their unwavering determination, their relentless pursuit of justice. In the face of darkness, they chose light. In the face of adversity, they chose courage. They chose truth. They chose justice. So as we stand here today, let us remember the spirit of those children. Let us remember their quest for justice. Let us remember the hidden secret, the profound truth that they brought to light. And most importantly, let us remember that we too have the power to uncover secrets, to bring light to darkness, to stand for justice. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, remember, the spirit of the children is alive. Their quest for justice continues. And the world's deepest, darkest secret, well, it's not so secret anymore.
How about that little video so far? Huh? Let's hear it. It's kind of cool, right? That's what I'm doing. I am going to use this program to redo my videos. My videos are going to be all about the Summer Moon Wells children, missing children, and the sacrifices, and what is beneath the deep dark secrets, and pointing out to the audience what is going on from my perspective and how to see it from your own viewpoint, how to look beneath the deep fake, how to look between the frames and see the truth. And the beginning part is definitely down. It's down, and that is the hardest, because I have another video, a documentary that went out. It's actually in a fair at the end of this month. I gotta look. And it went really well. Anyways, you all know that I mentioned Ryan Upchurch, but I also do want you to know that he is one of the videos. He is one of the main YouTube creators that I go and get information from. So apparently, what I'm thinking is someone must be screwing with his stuff too, but I don't know why he hasn't acknowledged that, right? And I'm going to show you what I mean from his last couple videos. So anyways, WCAA Network is here to bring justice to the children by showing their story by the way I hear it and see it, through my third eye, through however I see and hear it. Comes through differently each time the stories pull together while I'm on live and I speak over the photos. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see who we have here. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Yes, we are here for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. I am one of gazillion theories and channels that you could listen to. So if you're bothered and you don't want to stay here, just change the channel. It's a super easy thing to do, and it's the adult thing to do, is just change the channel. But I do hope that you stay and try to listen and learn. I have gotten many emails and questions asking, what is this? Why aren't you answering me? What am I looking at? Well, here's the thing. I will work hard to make sure that I explain it well enough, but I also have 800 videos that have been produced in the last couple, 2.5 years, whatever it is, almost 3 years. So you got to do your homework. You know, you've got to do your homework. This isn't like something you could just pop into and get it real quickly. So don't get frustrated. And don't get frustrated. Just let yourself listen. And in time, it does pop together when your mind, body, and soul are ready for it. So feel free to ask questions in the chat. I don't answer the emails often enough, but I do get them and I do see them, and I try to acknowledge you here live. So let's see how we do here. All right, Muffin Top, who is my amazing mod, welcome on in. We are ready to boogie. I'm Bernie. Hi, Lisa, Colleen, Mary C. Hi, you guys. We've got, hi, Fiona. Welcome back. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Colleen Rumpelong here. Boston. Hi. Megan. Yes. Long time since I've caught a live. Well, welcome back. Yeah, a lot is going on within the Summer Moonwells case. And a lot more is going on within the Summer Moonwells Missing Children's case. I'm going to keep repeating myself because I still find it very interesting what I'm seeing on YouTube and how people are responding to certain stories that aren't in the news. And there are other children that have gone missing, especially in Kingsport. I find it interesting, and I've been asking my spirit guides to guide me a little bit more on that side of the story. Because that's the side of the story that is upsetting to the victims. Because it creates a false narrative. Whatever's going on, it creates a false narrative of what the children go through. And it's not fair. And it's a scam. So if that is really what's going on, then they're scam artists. Like there's people that are claiming to be quote unquote psychics that are out there right now that people listen to, I think are scam artists. I think are fake. Just like they may think I'm fake and I'm a scam artist, but I don't care. They are. That's how I see it. I see it as they are. I'm not mentioning any names because that wouldn't be fair. But pay attention. Pay attention. And listen with your ears and eyes and everything wide open. Because listening to other channels is awesome. That's why we have freedom of speech. So you could collect information and create your own narrative and create your own truth. Because at the end of the day, everyone has different truths and different narratives and different viewpoints. But there's only one truth to this story. There's only one way that this story goes. And until we hear it from the people doing it, they're the ones who could back up what I'm saying, and what I'm saying here and doing, I believe to be true. And I cannot do anything about it other than educate you guys on how to see it in order to know what you're looking at and bring justice to the victims. Because to me, that's the way to bring the justice to the victims. I believe I've been called upon to do that as my purpose. I wasn't expecting anything like that, but it happened. It happened. And here I am, and no creator has said anything. They've completely ditched any of this stuff. As if, la-di-da, as if it's not there. But it's there. It's there. And there are elements that are showing up. I want you to pay attention to how the news even places things out there. Here's an example. I don't have the name of this little boy. Shoot. I don't have the name of this little boy, but this is the one that went missing and was found. Thank you to the subscriber who brought this to me. This is the same little boy they posted two different photos saying this is the boy. It's not. These are two different kids. Did I hear it wrong, you guys? Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this in the news? It was a child from Tennessee. Trev Time posted it, and then they said, oh, we found him. There was like no information, but when you look at the picture of the little boy, it's obvious that these are two different kids. But this is supposed to be one child. It's not. The top one has dark eyes, and the bottom one has blue eyes. They are completely different kids, but both of these photos were posted as one child in Kingsport. I mean, this is just an example. Sometimes you could grab something like this and recognize that here it is. Here. This was posted. And let's see. Extra photo. See? It says his name. Whoops, extra photo. So this is supposed to be him. How the hell did this missing exploited children put this out there? How is that possible? Nathan, this is him. This is just an extra photo. There's the name. It says right there, both photos shown are Rylan. I'm not making this shit up, you guys. The 8th. Kingsport, Tennessee. Same child. So I don't know. But this child was found pretty quickly. Look at the eyeballs. One has blue eyes. One has the darkest brown eyes. The huge difference. They're two different children. So I don't go looking for this, right? Either it goes in front of me when I turn on my computer or an amazing subscriber sends it. But this one is just way out there. Way out there, you guys. I'm going to put up another video today. Yes, self-derivative. Yeah, it's Fiona. It's crazy. It's crazy, but Kingsport, Tennessee seems to be a cell, like a whole grouping over there that it's like a normal day, you know, It's a normal day in Kingsport. And it gets passed on like that. I have videos so that I'm going to go over Dylan Rounds with the mob guy. And when I say there are elements in between the videos that show up, this is a main element here. What's that noise? Hear that noise? Do we have crickets? These are main elements. And this is what I call part of the equipment. And this goes on and on in this mob guy's video. And a lot of people will be like, oh my God, that's so not an element. That is his windshield wiper. It is his windshield wiper on the top frame. Like on the top. Where I call the Deepfake lays. But it's what's beneath the Deepfake shows me something that I call an element. And it's telling me these elements because I'm supposed to look further. So as this goes on, and this is what I look for, this is an example, the windshield wiper slowly changes beneath the Deepfake. This was on Dylan's photo. Which photo? Because this is Dylan's video, and this is a main element that is part of Dylan's story. Just like when Don Wells was in the rain and all you saw were his windshield wipers. Now, let me crop this. I'm like, what is going on here? What's going on is the same thing. It's telling me the same information. This here is so frustrating to me because I know news clippings, you should go grab it and email it to me. I know full-heartedly, and obviously this is all educational, entertainment purposes, but I know full-heartedly that this is part of Dylan Rounds. I know that within this video that the mob guy has is the goddamn fucking story. And I'm so sick of it. I am like today I am like, you know those days where you have like, what the F is going on? And then the other days I could just go through it real spiritually and, just play it and have no attachment. Well, that's the way most people do it, and that's the way I usually do it all the other times. But not today. Because this kind of information is what I find within Ryan Upchurch's glasses. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I feel like somebody is trying to play me, like because I see through it. So what happens, so you guys have it. People have the intuitive feeling, right? You have it, and many a times we don't follow it. And when you don't follow it, somewhere down the road, you're like, you get burned, or you're like, you get hurt, or life, shits on you. And you're like, I don't understand what's happening. But then you say, oh, you know what? I kind of had that feeling. Or you'll say, oh, wow, like you saw it. That is your internal self speaking to you, which I call intuition, right? And I feel like I need to be silent about certain things. I need to be a little bit more silent and not allow anyone on my side of the playing field. Meaning, I get that Ryan Upchurch is doing something that I need him to do, but I can't allow him in my playing field. So I take his information with, and that's it. I just put his information out there because it's needed. He's saying what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that anyone is on my team. I'm on my own team. There's no one on other than you guys, right? We're a team here. We're a family here. But no, he hasn't come here or proved that or answered any of the questions. So I get and I respect him for saying what he's saying, but I want you guys to understand that every one of his videos I rip apart. And I have since the beginning, and I'm not going to stop just because that was put out there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the last video. It's up on my page. So I know that people are like, oh, people came to there, oh, I don't trust it. I'm like, well, you shouldn't go around life not trusting people, right? You just have to go through life doing what's best for you and not holding anything, against anyone, because I don't. Everyone is who they are. Even if they're one of these pedophiles, or even when they're one of these that are doing this, it's like, I don't know, but I have a sense, and I'm hoping and praying that he continues doing what he's doing. I hope he keeps doing his videos too, because his videos give me opportunity to tell the story for the children. And he has a huge platform. So I hope that answers some people's questions that were emailing me, asking me, but I see this same sort of information in his videos all of the time. They're very, very clear, so when I see this, I'm getting a feel for this. Like, I feel this, like this is in his videos. So, and I know that these are elements. These are elements of Summer Moon Wells. These are elements of Kylie Rodney specifically. And I feel just like quietness, it puts a quietness over me. It's the only way I could explain it. When you get to in life where sometimes you're just like, someone's like, oh, why are you so quiet? You're quiet because you're quieted inside. You're in a I'm in a stage of some sort of a transition. Something's going on is what all I can say. It's like a transition, you guys, of information. And there's so much noise that is being created within man, within this Sebastian thing, that I have to totally keep away from it. I mean, oh my God, I really wish I could say her name, but I don't want to. But there are just certain creators that are looking so silly. Because from what when I look at them and see what they're doing, I'm like, do they not see that the information that they're giving right now is just hilarious because it's so obvious? It's so obvious that they're giving information on a child that is missing, and the information shows me that you know something, or you're trying to create a narrative that just is not going to work. It's like a narrative that they're trying to create that's just, it's just not going to work. For me, it's not going to work, and all I could see is someone trying to get you to pivot and look somewhere else. Don't let anyone do that to you. Don't let anyone try to create your narrative, especially when it comes to these children, you guys. When it comes to these precious children that have been taken and sacrificed, don't do it. Don't do it. Say her name. I can't because it's so... Okay, she's a psychic. Oh, it's quite funny. But don't let anyone tell you or push you in a direction that you just know full-heartedly is a crock of shit, or that this creator is creating or trying to create a situation and narrative for their own gain. You can't let them do that, because that is part of what I am teaching you guys. I'm trying to teach you not only to pay attention to the details within these videos and see the story for the children and recognize them, but to also recognize how your brains are such sponges to what these creators are putting out there. You know? And they are, for some reason, they want your brain completely preoccupied with Sebastian. They want you completely preoccupied with them. See what I'm saying? And there's no reason to be. You shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. There are other stories in children and that everyone completely dropped and just stopped discussing because certain creators are pushing you over there. There's nothing to talk about. They're creating the narrative. They're creating the narrative for you. Don't forget about Summer Moon Wells. Don't forget about Michael Vaughn. Don't forget about Harmony. Don't forget about, Madeline McCain, who pops up occasionally. These stories just keep popping up at people's convenience. It's convenient. But you think for yourself. Think for yourself. I'm going to show you, since Ryan is on my mind, I'm going to show you an example of why I use his videos. Okay? I use his videos because they give me insane information. And I'm talking about information that matches Summer Moon. And it matches the elements that I've shown you, like this. And no one has recognized on his side that this is happening. So when I go through his video and I see this, I know it's been layered. Because I have taught myself that the layering, I've taught myself, because I've seen it hundreds of times, that when things are layered, they're layered in the gray, the white, the black. They're layered in like 3 or 4 different layers. Don't make this shit up that it's layered. It's layered. And this is what it looks like. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wait 1 second. Wait. One second. So this is what it looks like. So when I see that and know that this is layered, I already see the element. I see it. I see that there's certain stuff in here. Wait, what just happened? Oh. I see that there's certain stuff in here. But my goal is to get it to the point where I could show you. So when he says there's only liquid in here and there's nothing else in here, as soon as this was picked up, right in here. As soon as this was picked up, I saw our element. I saw the little trophy inside here, that this to me is a trophy that's inside here. And that's what is in here. It is right. Let me take a picture of it. This is an element that I call like a little bone, like when I say heads on platters, or they're in a cylinder, like this is like the cylinder, like this, there is something in here. So I'm not really quite sure, if he knows it or not, or if it's being ignored, or it just can't be talked about. But this here is what's inside a cylinder that he then shows is empty. This here is an element that I call trophy. And these trophies, number 5 on it, these trophies are in cylinders. They're in cylinders, just like this. See how it's supposed to be clear? And the mason jars, I was introduced to the mason jars, I think week 1 is Summer Moon Wells. And let me see if I have it under Grasshopper. Summer Moon Wells case had mason jars. Let me put Grasshopper. Candace showed us the mason jar first. She showed us a mason jar that was filled with grasshoppers and bugs. And I'm like, I need to save this. And then when I see mason jars here, I believe that these little pieces of trophies are placed in mason jars. That's how I see it. I don't know if it's under here or not. Nope, grass. It's so crazy how my photos go back to 2021. So many vigils, all these prayer vigils in the beginning of Summer Moon Wells. If you ever have nothing else to do and you want to give justice to these children, go watch the vigils right after summer. Oh, here's another mason jar. Here's Summer's mason jar. You don't think that's strange? I do. Because these mason jars are shown. They're shown, and that's Summer's. And I tell you that my elements get pulled for a reason. I pull them for a reason. I want to see whose video that is. And there is one other mason jar, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find it because I didn't mark it. No. This is Summer's. And I said, when I saw this, I said, all of Summer's, what I said spiritually, I remember, I'm like, this holds all of her information. That's what I said. And this is Vigil, Hawkins County. And I cannot understand how certain things could get past an editor and a producer of a show and they don't recognize this stuff. So I'm going to take the saturation out and change this coloring for a moment. To me, information here would be the same. So whatever mason jar Summer had would be different from the mason jars that other ones he's finding. I'm seeing these as symbols of victims. So if you ever come across a mason jar, pick it up. Check it out. Check it out. They each have their own story. And I go through these videos, and it's not like, oh, I spend my day going through all the videos. There's just certain videos that stand out that I must look at. Like this one. Like that is not his wife. So underneath the video that he's saying is his wife is not his wife. It's not. That's not his wife. So I do can it's not a typical mason jar. No, it's not. It's not a typical mason jar at all. It's not. So this is why I don't stop looking at someone, even though I think they're amazing and they're supporting my philosophy, sort of. Even though I say that, I will not stop looking at the stuff, because here, this is supposed to be his wife. I see this as a victim, and I see this, as the victim's trophy. And the victim was sacrificed. And again, it's in the grass, it's in the hay, it's on a farm, it's on land, and this victim is sacrificed all for the sake of the ground, all for the sake of the resurrection. That's why I have a lot going on with his videos, and it's right there. This is why I like to show videos that fall apart so easily. This one falls apart super easily. And this one was right after. Yes, I believe he's showing it for a reason. Correct, Rebecca. So when I watch his information, I'm watching very carefully. I hear different bits of information. I see different things in here. And Ryan Upchurch, I don't know if he knows, but his videos are very, very similar to what I showed here. The victims go here. They wind up in the trees, in the leaves, in the branches, in the trees. It's part of their process. See? There's a story I see beneath here. I always do. It's very telling. And it's not, it's very telling. So if you look at what's in the hand, that piece, let me show you, that's in her hand, whatever she's doing, she's doing. But when I say in her hand, I'm saying that there's a deep fake beneath, right? I'm telling you there's a deep fake here that's beneath what you see. And what's in her hand is no different than what I just showed you was the windshield wiper. It's the same thing. Let's see. These things. This is what's on the car. Now all of a sudden it's a V, you know, like this is what's on the car. I just showed it. So to me, there's no difference between the two because, again, spiritually speaking, again, that shows up. So I definitely 110% know and see victims beneath here. And I always have. And even though people are like, oh, these, you're just moving it so it lies on each other. But no, it isn't. They're different eyes. They're different victims that I see that pop up beneath here. It's just what it is. Just what it is. All these different mason jars have different stories, and I could tell that they're in here. Because this is what happens to the frames. This is what happens. Looks like this. This is what it does. And each mason jar that he picks up has a different story to tell. And that's why I'm curious, like, see? So that's what you want. You want your video to fall apart. And how it falls apart is you're going back and forth like this, right? And what's between those frames, what's between the frames, is what Ryan Upchurch wants us to get. He wants us to. That's what I see. Like, maybe that's why he said it. He wants us to get the frames in here. Because the story is in here. Let's see, 224. Let me see something. I'm looking at it on my phone for a moment. 224. I want to see. Because on my phone sometimes it stops, like I could get it easier. So I'm using my phone for a moment. Yeah, it really switches. Okay, let me see. See? See the item in there? And on the bottom, it's probably an eyeball. But it's there. It's in there. See all the different layers? This, to me, is what goes into the ground. So what I'm seeing as I'm flying through this, no, this is just Ryan Upchurch's video from, I think, yesterday. What I'm seeing as I fly through this is that this is what gets created and goes in the ground. Like the cylinder. I mean, he's obviously, he says it's perfume or whatever, but this is what all is showing. So there are certain videos that back up what's going on here. And once in a while, it shows insane information that I could show you guys. Like in here. Come on. So oh man, I just see so much in here. I see that this stuff, there's just stuff in here that gets pulled out of the ground. So what we're looking at for me on a spiritual level, yeah, we're looking at him cleaning dishes. Whatever he's doing, he's doing. So that's his problem. Like, this is his problem. Whatever he's doing, he's doing. What I'm telling you I see is actually the same thing that I pointed out in the beginning of this video, you guys, which is so unbelievable. What I'm seeing here, where is it? Is Ryan. They put under Sebastian. are the windshield wipers. Like, where the fuck did I just put it? This is what we're seeing here. That's so funny. Where are my windshield wipers? Oh, here they are. I'm seeing, like, this is what's in there. I'm seeing the same images as the windshield wipers, is what I'm telling you. And these are aftermath. These are pieces that, yeah, he's washing dishes, but what I'm showing you is what's beneath. I get information beneath the deep fake. So what I'm showing you is what I see spiritually. And I see more than that. You know, I see more than the jars. You know, other clairvoyants do it differently. I try to show you a photo, and I see this as part of the ritual, and I see other things in here. I see what I just showed you. This is what I just showed you on the car. I'm sticking to it. Like, the only people who really know if I'm right or wrong are the freaking people that are doing it. This to me is identical to what I just showed you. It's what's beneath and behind the plates and the mason jars. It's not about the plates and it's not about the mason jars. What I'm showing you is all about the maroon pieces. It's all about what you see as far as the maroon pieces. Not the mason jars I'm talking about. I'm talking about these pieces. Because what I just showed you here are elements and pieces. That's how I opened this up. And usually, if not every time that I start somewhere else, it just winds up being the same. That's soap. Yeah, you see soap. But what they're grabbing is, I see something else. I really wish I didn't. But I do. I see other situation, because what happens, I call it spiritually. I spiritually am viewing it, right? And when I spiritually view something, other things pop up. So if I were on my phone, I'd be able to stop it easier. So let me show you something. So the more I sit here and have patience, which it's when I'm on live doing this, I feel a sense of I need to move quicker and I shouldn't. But that's what happens to me. So this is what I'm talking about. So that's the A element, right? Right there. What I see in this water is fairly disgusting. So what is under his video, once again, is a sacrifice. I don't use Michelle, I'm just using my finger. I don't use any equipment or software to do it because I'm doing this specifically just to show you guys what I see spiritually. Like I use it as a guide, right? Where'd that picture go? And I just pull out information that represents what these sacrifices look like and where. And this here is a perfect example. There's fire, there's a box, and there's sacrifice. That to me is what it looks like. It's in a box, heads on a platter, and that is what it looks like. So every time I see a video that this information is in there and they're coming off a property, a land of property, it just reinforces the story to me. It tells me that many of these victims are placed again within these very large properties. I'm not saying that he has a victim on his property. I'm saying that his videos would be easily used because he gives the correct information to layer it. It's all in here. So what you're looking at here is the same thing. Now, I could be so fucking wrong, right? You guys, I mean, I'm just giving you what I see. Right? And this here let me show you this first. I keep seeing the victim. I see victim, victim, victim walking around. And they're used for the sake of the property. And when I see this here, is exactly what that mob guy has on his car. That's no longer a mason jar. It's no longer a mason jar to me. So what pops up is what they're showing on the windshield wiper on the mob guys thing. And now you're all probably saying, who the fuck cares? Like, what does that matter? It matters because these are elements that they use within the sacrifices. These are pieces that I've been showing since day number 1 in the Summer Moon Wells case. Summer Moon Wells case has not just kind of looks like it, it's exactly like it. They're all cookie cutters. And that's what I see in the water. So Ryan will continuously give me information. He always will, because his videos present it that way. His videos just do. They just do. They've always fallen apart. They have. But I'm really, really happy. I'm really happy that he's. See, I see someone else in here. That he's on board with the fake frames, or else he's just saying it to inform you. I don't know. But what it does do is it gives the narrative someone like him that sees it. This is just like how when I see this is just like Benny. How Benny walks in these places. See these pieces? So that's him. What is this? And which one is this? Right, there's one that's opening up here. Hold on. It's a video. It's trying to open. Okay, which one is this? Oh, that's his. Oh, I wanted to show you. A piece over here, wait. This was a while back, but there's a very interesting piece here that I wanted to show you with the well. Their videos, wow, their videos give me whole storyboards. They give me complete presentations. Wait, there's just one area. It's in here that I saw is really important. Mm-hmm. So I could confidently say that when I see this, that this here, these round tubings, the children have walked through them. Like, I do believe that this, between these two, I want you to see something. So I'm not saying that, again, it's got nothing to do with the creator. What I'm saying is, when you see a well like this and I see construction, somewhere, somehow, this new construction that these people are building overlap into the tunnels. It's a way in and it's a way out. Look in the smaller window. Correct, there's a car tire. These tires, you guys, whatever they're doing to move their victims and to move their trophies, they're doing it in a way where you can't see it. So it can't get caught by radar, right? Look, this is what I mean by really looking. This is that smaller window. This is how they move them. That's what I see. So this might be shit that's on top of each other, but the story is that is your wood. That is the wood that is creating that V shape. You've got your tunnels, and shit is moving in and out of here. And this is what happened with Summer Moon and all the children. This is used. New construction. Think about what Don Wells taught us in the beginning. Construction, construction. All of these pieces, construction. I look at the letters. I look at what they put on the wood, because I learned it through Don Wells. It's not junk that they have there. Right there. Let me show you. The best photos to take snapshots of, to just do your own little investigating, are the ones that are in the smaller square. The smallest square. And you look. And you look for the elements. And you ask yourself, why is it like that? What they have here is, look under the tire. Hey, I'm on live. Come here. I'm on live as we're talking. You come here, I'm staying home. Okay, okay. Bye. You see that? This piece right here will usually show right here. This is an extra piece, and that's a little tire. Right here under the car. And it's shown right through. This isn't the first time, you guys, that we've seen this. You can't tell me that every freaking time that we have a well that there's a tire at the other end. There's no way. So I really enjoy their videos. I enjoy them because they show me a ton of information that I use in these presentations. You know, like this. I'm sorry, but this tells me there's a sacrifice cleanup, and this is by the railroad. That car to me is obviously fakely put in there. And this here is exactly what you see, just placed ever so nicely at cleanup sections. Like, look at this is, like, where'd that come from? Let me see. It's in here. See those cars on the track? I haven't gone through this yet. Are you guys looking at the track? See what I'm saying? Remember how I said that the cars that do this shit are like these small trucks? Let me show you. Like, where'd this go? I don't even know where this came from. Here's those small trucks. You guys, it's on the railroad. Look at the tire. Look at the bottom of the truck. That is clearly on the railroad system. See what I'm saying? You see why I love their videos? What is that? It's the freaking sacrifice. It's their moving shit, and it's half a truck on a railroad. Because look at the tires are on top of the track. See? Five and a 3. 5 and 3 are on the pole right here. Right here. So I'll tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting very strong vibes again about these railroads. I mean, these railroads, they're always by these railroads. What I see is the same thing that I saw at the bread making thing with Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen's video consistently showed bread making. Got it. 2022. Tim Mullen, this is the bread making. And this is way back in the beginning of Summer Moon Wells. This is right by the railroad system. This is the Kingsport clock tower. And this is Tim Mullen's video. And I said, these things look really strange. And in the beginning, you guys, I didn't have anything to compare it to, right? And I was looking at this and I'm like, I see head on a platter. I see that this stuff is by downtown and it's, you know, this all came from Tim Mullen. This I took pictures of. I'm like, they're transporting shit through the railroad system. What I'm seeing here with what's on this railroad system and how they're taking photos of this is really blurry. Is what we're looking at today. See, this was the back of Tim Mullen's car. He showed this at the end of his video. And this is where I saw up top, I'm like, I'm grabbing those triangles. That is on the top of his frame. I didn't put that there. He has that on the top of this frame. And if you go back to my video, I'm like, this is a drop-off. That's the briefcase. That's the drop-off. These are the sacrifices. This is coming from the railroad, and that is being transported on the railroad. That's the triangle piece. Yeah, she's going down the stairs with Tim Mullen. It goes back to the railroad system, the stairs, the carts. It's the same thing. I've showed this to you, and it's just coming up a lot this week. And all of this is here. It's right there. Wait. see what else. Here. Here's the clock. And I still have a very, very, it looks the same, correct. I still have a very, very, very strong feeling about this. Mostly about underground railroad system that goes down to those carts. You know, it's all connected, you guys. Yeah, this was way in the beginning. Way in the beginning. But this is like the same thing. Oh. Look at that. It's on the train, those things. See, it's on the train. I took a photo of it above, but it's connected to the train. So those things are moving on the train, you guys. This here look at the railroad system. It's the railroad system. You guys remember yesterday I showed you everything's the same. So spirit shows things in all different ways, right? This is the railroad. So that's on the railroad system. And when I tell you guys that I see the carts moving, and it's like, remember how we're like, oh, it's on a railroad system, and we saw it in Sebastian's yesterday. Those dark things moving, and I'm like, well, because they're like moving carts, I know what I'm looking at. Those things, like what I saw in Sebastian's video, and I showed you. Let me show you which photo. Here. It's all, you know, the thing is, it's all the same story. And they present it differently, but I see the same story because that's what I'm supposed to see, right? Like, where is it? It's moving pieces, right? Sebastian. Here. Okay. Final. Maybe it's in this final one. Yep, okay. These moving pieces that I was talking about the other day, the cart, I'm like, this here, I'm like, these are just moving carts. And somebody else said it, because as you guys stay here and learn, I'm like, these are the moving carts. So now you see what I'm talking about. Sebastian's story is telling the same thing. These are moving carts. They always have been. You see it? I was trying to show that it's behind. It's right back there. That this stuff right here are the same pieces that I've been showing. The same metal. Let me point it out. This is the same metal here. That's with Michael Vaughan in his, and then there's the stick thing back here. Michael Vaughan has that same metal thing. Shit, I keep doing that. Right behind him when he's standing by his fence. Those are elements. Now looking at, see? This is at the clock. That's bloody, and that's a hand. Nobody said anything about this. This is the clock with Tim Mullen. So back to this, no difference. So what I would look for would be the triangles, the car, the wheels, always the wheel. What the hell is that? You guys, it like comes out of nowhere. See what I'm saying? Like, that clearly doesn't belong there. Right? The same cleanup shit, the same, the broom, the bucket. Look at that. What's bothering me is that black car. So that black car looks like it's like there for like a TV commercial. That little truck. You guys see that those are on the railroad? It's not like, okay, I need to look at this for a minute. I don't know why this is here. It's the bucket and shit that bothers me. So this is why I really love their videos. Because they give a tremendous amount of information every time. This here is right here, right under the leaves. Wait. Like right, see how that's under? See how that goes under? To me, that is a, that's like kind of the tunnels that go to tunnels. They're hidden like that. But that, there's, you go in there, she shows it, there's like, it's, you could go inside of that. See? Goes all the way. Tunnels are used. I see concrete. I see cement tunnels. I see a cement tunnel here. I don't see. So when I look at this, they're showing it, which is great. But when I look at it, I see cement tunnels that are used. Like I don't see a metal. I see cement. My God, my dog. In here. So cement tunnels, you guys, are a massive part of the getaway plans and how these kids are taken and they don't come back. They don't. These kids don't come back. I'm really enjoying all of these videos. I'm not going to go through tons of videos, but I'm just teaching you guys and showing you, because there are a lot of new, how I get the photos. And I showed this one already yesterday. See the guy's face in the window, in the mirror? Like that's, like, who's that? It's just so creepy looking. So, let me put this away here. This is how I do it. And I am slowly really trying to put it in a format that makes sense to people. Because it's really hard. Like when I show one thing, like I show this, I'm like, oh, this is an element. And then I show another thing that sort of looks like it, but what it's telling me is these are the same elements and it's part of the sacrifice. They're the same. And they show up. So the Aiden and the Aiden here and Dylan to me are like the same. There is no freaking difference between their photos. And it's almost as if they don't even mention Aiden. Even when they found Dylan, it wasn't like, not a mention of him. The information on this Aiden is the same as Dylan. It's just absolutely very strange. I'm taking this right from Where is Aidan Clune? See that? I see these guys as the same person. They have this in the brochure. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Because his information just clearly mixes in. And I don't know any mother who would put a photo like that up when you have a missing child and you put a stomach on a poster drawn all over. I don't. So, yeah, when I look for stuff like this, I go for the elements, and this dude's videos are so easy. His are as easy as Ryan Finding Truth and as Ryan Upchurch, because that white thing that's laying back there is what I call Dylan Rounds. I call that Dylan Rounds. That is his, to me, that is what's left of him, and that is, that's it. And it's in the video. This stuff shouldn't be in the video. That's the white stuff that I told you I saw it here. Here's his picture of what I got from the drone. I'm like, this is Dylan. And it keeps showing up in this guy's video. He may not know it because these are things that are placed in there, right? But this, you guys, is what's in the middle of the drone, and that is what I call is right there. You don't see that anywhere else in his video. It's in the smallest of the smallest corner. Right there. When I watch this guy's video, I only really like to go into the small frames. Like that. The small frames that overlap give me the most information. Just like that. So look in the small frame. These sacrifices are being placed in the earth. That's what I could tell you. They're being placed. They're being placed within the earth for the resurrection. And yeah, that's what they're doing. And it's being placed in these videos. And yeah. See? So, don't know what the hell that guy is. His face. Who's that? Who's that? He's against plastic. He's against plastic. I mean, it's very interesting. And always, 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 the rims of the cars don't make any sense to me. They look the same. They all look like the windshield wiper. Actually, this looks like a windshield wiper. It's always the same. You guys, it's called a fake fucking car. So when stuff is placed in here, the rims don't make sense. If you remember Kylie Rodney's car, this always changed. Like the interior changes over and over and over. Sometimes there's 2 maroon things. Sometimes there's 3. Sometimes they're rounded. Sometimes they're not. It changes, especially in Benny's. Benny's car never stays the same. I have the story for the Summer Moonwell's children, and that's why I feel very confident in putting together an intro, a brand new intro to the another documentary. And they will be all placed together, because there's certain things that as I'm going through this right now, I'm like, there's nothing that's going to like whoa, because you guys know the story hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. So what I'm going to do is close this out with the intro that I started with, and then maybe I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Here it goes. And then I will shut this down. You guys, thank you for being here. I really hope and pray that this makes a difference, and that you guys are being educated about these deepfakes and how they are covering up the got gone, get gone children, and the ones that are just gone are not coming back. They're not. They're gone. And no one's talking about it. It's secretive, and it's underground railroad system, and it's being shown over and over and over. Whose video is this? This is Mob Guy. The Mob Guy. I don't know his whole thing. Okay, so this is what I opened up with, and this is what I'm going to close with. Where is my video? I think this is it.
Have you ever pondered on the...
Here it goes. All right, you guys, have a wonderful Saturday night. Enjoy this little intro. Please give it thumbs up. Everyone, thumbs up on your way out. And if you have not, please subscribe. Thank you all. Thanks, Muffin Top.
Have you ever pondered on the depth of the world's secrets? Those clandestine truths that rest beneath the surface, patiently waiting for the right moment to emerge? Welcome to a journey that will take you down tunnels of horror and bloodshed in the heart of our technical world. Nestled between the intricate webs of the internet and hidden beneath the noise of social media lies a secret. A secret so profound it could alter the way we perceive our world. This secret, my dear listeners, is not a relic of the past nor a treasure chest of gold. It isn't a conspiracy theory or a clandestine government operation. No, it's something far more powerful, far more significant. It is a secret that has been silently crawling its way out of the depths of the earth, yearning for the light of truth. Once upon a time, in a world of peace and unity, huddled a tribe of children. These were no ordinary children. They were the children born to be sacrificed. The difference between this tribe and others was they had an unquenchable thirst to share the secret stories wrapped inside rituals and bloodshed. These secrets were kept from the outside and never discussed within any community compound. These got gone. Children are taken without a trace, trapped within the underground tunnels to never come home again. Exposing a secret so profound, so earth-shattering, would threaten to disrupt the balance of the world. They knew they had to act. They knew they had to bring this secret to light. And so they embarked on a mission, a quest for justice. They faced death, they faced fear, but they never backed down. They stood strong, united by their spirit, driven by their quest. As they journeyed, the children never stopped shining a bright light toward God for help. One day their unbreakable strength was heard by an entity that shared their vision, their purpose. Together, they united the secrets they uncovered. The truth they brought to light had a profound impact. It shook the world. It stirred the collective consciousness. It sparked conversations. It ignited change. The children, those brave warriors of truth, had done it. They had revealed the hidden secret. They had brought justice to the world. In the end, it wasn't about the secret. It was about the journey, the quest for truth. It was about the spirit of the children, their unwavering determination, their relentless pursuit of justice. In the face of darkness, they chose light. In the face of adversity, they chose courage. They chose truth. They chose justice. So as we stand here today, let us remember the spirit of those children. Let us remember their quest for justice. Let us remember the hidden secret, the profound truth that they brought to light. And most importantly, let us remember that we too have the power to uncover secrets, to bring light to darkness, to stand for justice. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, remember, the spirit of the children is alive. Their quest for justice continues. And the world's deepest, darkest secret, well, it's not so secret anymore.